Today's lesson is about value, color value. It is really one of the most important things that you can learn in painting. And so we're going to look at shadows and light sources. Back in the back here, you can see I have some plastic fruit, some real fruit, some wooden fruit. You can sit something in front of you and put a flashlight or a direct light on it so that you can see the shadows. I have so much light on in the room here. I don't know that you can see the shadows in this, but I'm going to imagine it today. So you can imagine with me, or you can sit something in front of you that you can see. And we're going to talk about the light and the dark areas of a shape. And you're going to see how that makes incredible difference on how the shape becomes a form, a three-dimensional form. And this is true with anything you paint, whether it's a tree or an animal or whatever. You have to pay attention to where the lights and the darks are. That's the first thing you need to look for in a painting. I'm painting on a piece of mat board that I gessoed, but I would not recommend that because mat board is very porous and the paint seems to soak in really a lot. So I would use your canvas paper and tape your canvas paper down to the mat board and paint on the canvas paper. Or a canvas, a real canvas or a canvas board is so much better. So I'm going to start today with, I think I'm going to start with just black and white. And you don't have to start with black and white, but this is just to show you an apple, the dark side of an apple, really dark on this side. And I don't like my brush here. I'm going to trade brushes. That one was not washed out real well. And then the other side of the apple is going to be lighter. Let's see if I can get this apple shape a little bit better in here. There's this, could be a peach, apple, mid-tones here in the middle, but lighter over on this side. Definitely lighter. And even the stem could be lighter here. All right, let's do, what can we do next? We could do maybe some grapes. So we'll do light grapes here, here, here. And then the darker side over on this side. And we could do a banana. We could do a big banana back here that's light on this side. And then dark on the other side. And the shadow of this and these. Let's do maybe a few more grapes down here to make them look like they're sitting on the ground here. And maybe it's dark back here behind everything. All right, now you could do something else back here if you wanted to. Something tall, just to kind of pretend that there's something up here, a glass, a mug, something back here. I'm just pretending. You can sit something in front of you so that you could actually see this. And I'll stop with that. Now, we have got a value pattern on our painting so that we know where the lights and darks are. Now all we have to do is go back and put in the color. Now I'm going to keep the color really light or bright on this side. I might even add a little bit of yellow just to try to make it really light and bright there. And then I'm going to go with a really dark over top of that black, look how dark the red gets. The red, you know, is gonna, you can see through it a little bit. Let me put this brighter red in here. But even that brighter red, it's still really dark when you go over top of the black. So that's kind of cool. The cup and the banana, let's see. The cup could be, I'm going to make green. Since blue is my background, I usually try to put a background color on so that I'm not painting on white. I'm going to clean my brush out really good here. And I'm going to put let's do the banana since I've got the yellow on here. I'm going to put some yellow on my banana. And then when I go over the dark, look at what happens automatically. It just gets darker, except when I picked up the white right there, that didn't help. But it just kind of gets darker down at the bottom of the banana, which is really good. That's what I wanted to happen. This cup is going to be a green. Why am I putting yellow on it if I want it green? Remember, I told you to just get 3 colors? Maybe some of you have a green and you could use it if you want, but I'm going to mix my green, and instead of mixing it in my palette like I probably should, I'm going to mix it here on the canvas itself, and I'm going to kind of make it a light green here. Let's see. See how green I can get it. And then I'm going to put some of this color over the black. This is where I really kind of need a dark green right here because, let me try black and yellow. Did you know that black and yellow actually makes green? It doesn't make a real bright green, but it does make a green. I'm going to put some darker colors over here. This is how you learn to mix. When you have a limited palette, you have to try to figure out how to make colors. Now, my grapes are going to be purple. So what makes purple? Your red and your blue and white. You got to add the white in there or you're not going to really be able to see the purple. The purple's going to be too dark. So I'm going to try to make a purpley color here, and I'm going to paint it on the light side. And then I've got to come back with an even lighter purple. So let me get the light in here. Puts a little bit of light on the top of each grape. That's where the light's hitting the grapes. And then you want to put the dark purple over on the other side. So my dark purple is going to go over here. That looks almost black. And then if you take a dry brush, just a dry brush with no color, you can kind of blend it a little bit in the middle so that you're softening it a little bit so that they look a little bit more round. And then your shadows are on the blue table. So if you wanted to go with a little bit more blue in your shadows, that would be good too. All right, so that's your painting lesson today. I want you to put some rounded or shapes, some kind of shapes in front of you. I want you to look at the light and the dark and the cast shadow, and I want you to try to paint what you see or just make it up. Make some shapes and put a dark on one side and a light on the other. The light side always needs to be, you need to be on the same Same side. Remember, if the light's coming from here, it's the same on this side. Let's get this a little lighter here. And lighter here. So everything is light on this side. And then everything is dark on the other side. So try it, and you'll see how this makes a much more three-dimensional painting than just the same color all over. Really, really important lesson. Have fun. See you later. Bye.